Good morning, everyone. So bear with me. We are trying something a little bit new this morning with the setup on the camera and everything. So I hope it works out all right. This is the Howl of the Beagle Week. This is all brand new products from my company, which is Evil Beagle Games. Bad Dog Good Games. So, totally self-serving week here. Not sorry. We had a whole bunch of stuff that was lined up to be released. I was in the hospital, spine surgery, all that kind of stuff. Guys kept producing really cool stuff, so we decided it's just going to do it all in one week and treat it as this week's theme. Opening up with Beasts of the East China. Now, this is a huge project that the professor, Michael Serbrook, is working on, where he has gone through and taken the legends and myths and history and literature and pop culture and everything else of monsters and creatures, gods and demons and everything else from the Far East and from some of the ancient cultures of the world. We open up with China on this one, and this is all, by the way, 5e. So those of you running Dungeons & Dragons 5e, this is all for you. Now, obviously, with all the research gone into it and all the really amazing information easily transferred to a Pathfinder or earlier edition of D&D, or quite frankly, just restat and run it in whatever fantasy or fantasy-esque kind of game that you want going on. Oh, by the way, use a reminder, yes, click on a link, and I get a little bit of affiliate income, and we really appreciate that here. But also click on the link and buy this stuff. You're helping everyone at my company at Evil Beagle Games, which we really appreciate because we're a small company and we're just trying to make some fun stuff, and so thank you for your support. So Beasts of the East China, fantastic source book for anybody who has an interest in Chinese mythology and the idea of adding some really new and interesting stuff that your players will have never seen before at the 5e table. Alright, so we will move on and see if I can make this next thing work. Beasts of the East. Then we move on to Jack Straw. Here we go. Yes, Jack Straw is Bill Keyes Presents. Now, normally Bill is known for his city discoveries or cities of Wonderland, but he wanted to do something fun specifically for Halloween coming up. So this is, as it says right there on the cover, a horrifying creature for 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. This is another 5e product. And this one is very much set up for you to bring in a very, very classic concept, the horrifying scarecrow demon monster, into your 5e world. Again, with all the research and stuff that goes into these things, this is the kind of thing that would be easily transferable to whatever game you're running. But again, 5e fans, I think, are going to find a real kick out of this one. And again, always looking for those new monsters to surprise your players with, right? They look at the core books, they kind of know what to expect. Suddenly this thing shows up and they're like, I don't know what that does. I don't remember the stats. What do we do? What do we do? Oh God, oh God, oh God. And that's kind of a fun thing for a 5e DM to enjoy. So, there's that. This, the Jack Straw thing, by the way, one that's really kind of cool is it's a callback to an old Grateful Dead song. So I thought that was a really cool concept. All right, so we move on to... Hold on a second. So there's that one. I'm missing something. Where is the one that I am missing? There is... Oh, yes! We got to go back to the first one, which was Atomic Monsters. That was actually the one that we did on Monday. This is a Prowlers and Paragons Ultimate Edition book. This is one of our very first support books for P&PUE. Now, yes, it's true, the core P&PUE book is not out yet, but the Quick Start is. And so you can very easily take the characters and the information in that Quick Start and set those guys up to deal with the Atomic Monsters information that you find in this. Now, yes, this is... it's in the same line, same Michael Serbrook's line as Atomic Monsters that was done for other systems, but this is our branching out so that we are now statting stuff out into the P&P Ultimate Edition line, and we wanted to make sure that you guys had some fun playing with that and adding this to your superheroic level gameplay. So check this out as another preview of some really cool stuff coming out with our big superhero system coming out, Prowlers and Paragons. All right, and then finally, we had 4 big releases, so just going to go with 4 today. This one, Giant Discoveries. Now, this is another one of those Discoveries books, which is where the professor, as we call him, goes in and does massive research. He went into history, mythology, actual real-world giants that walked the earth, human beings that were of extraordinary size, literature, pop culture, and everything else. And he came up with all this really neat stuff for you to go through and throw giants, who are themselves throwing very large things, at your heroes. Now, this one doesn't do the random encounters and random lists thing. He focused very heavily on using his extraordinary mapping skills to create layers and special environments for you to send your players into to then go around and discover and explore. Maybe find some treasure while you're at it. But hey, there's giants in there, and these giants might just be a little bit different than some of the giants that they're used to. Once again, it's a 5e product, and it has that real fun part of, I thought I knew everything about giants. Guys, I don't know about this giant. This has like special things going on. What are we going to do? Hit it really hard and hope it falls down. So yeah, some really cool stuff there for, again, 5e players. So a lot of 5e product. A lot of people think of Evil Beagle games, Savage Worlds and Prowlers and Paragons, but we do release a lot of 5e compatible stuff, especially the Professor does a lot of stuff along those lines. So we are definitely a house to come find some new stuff that your 5e players are not going to be expecting. So that's a thought for you DMs out there. Once again, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy the picks of the week. Hope you specifically enjoy all these cool new Evil Beagle products that we put out. And as always, game on and be good.